just want to bring in two kids. This is Mina Anachibet. She's in grade 4, 11 years old. And also joining us is Hope Chahale, who's 13 years old and in class 8. I'll be speaking to both of them. But let me start off this conversation with Mina. Mina, this conversation around coronavirus pandemic, I mean, how are you handling this?
I would say it has been really hard for me. I can't play anymore. I can't go outside because my mom won't let me. She's a dental mom. And yeah, it has been really hard for me as well.
Okay, I mean, since you left school, how have you been handling this with mommy at home and daddy and the other kids?
I'm at home. I help my mom with some chores. I play board games with my family and sometimes watch movies with them.
Okay, I mean, looking at what is happening globally, I'm sure you're following up on news, you watch news sometimes, you go online. What do you make of this coronavirus pandemic?
I know that coronavirus is a respiratory disease that infects both young and old, and I feel sorry for the people who have been infected and those whose loved ones have passed away.
Are you stressed about it? Are you scared?
To be honest, I'm not that scared because I like thinking about the positive side of life, and I know one day all this will go away and we'll have our freedom back.
Okay, just maybe explain to us what are some of the things that you find yourself doing to keep that positive attitude as a child?
For example, I would like go outside, do gymnastics, and yeah.
Okay, as a child, what do you miss? Great. What do you miss the most?
Pardon?
What do you miss the most?
I miss my friends and school.
Okay, Mina, I'm sure you've been talking to some of your friends. You have a mobile phone there at home. When you're talking to these other children, what are some of the stories you're hearing from them? What kind of conversations are you having?
I've talked to most of my friends and they said we miss our freedom, we want to go back to school, we miss all our friends, and yeah.
All right, so every day when you watch the CS, Health CS Mutahi Kagwe come out, and give those figures, I mean, when you're watching him, what goes on through your mind and the whole idea of, people, dying, the others who are recovering, there are more people who are getting positive because of this virus. What, as a child, goes through your mind?
I get really scared and worried, and then I just tell myself to stay indoors and stay safe. But I get really scared when I hear that the cases in Kenya are rising, deaths and stuff. Okay,
I mean, I'm sure you're now spending good time with your family at home. I mean, is this something something you had before, or are you appreciating now that you have your parents at home and you're spending more time with them?
I'd say I appreciate that I'm spending more time with them. Yeah.
Okay, you can, I think perhaps just, tell us, do you think mommy is stressed or daddy?
Yes.
Very stressed.
Mom is very stressed.
Tell us more about it. Mina. What have you noticed?
My mom literally wouldn't let me go anywhere. She wouldn't let me go outside the compound and play. She gets so scared, but my dad, on the other hand, he let me play a lot. But then I know he still cares, and I love both of them.
All right, quickly about schoolwork. Are you doing your homework? Are you continuing with your studies at home?
Yes, I do online school. And we're given homework at least every day. Yeah.
All right, Mina, I'll come back to you. Just bring mommy who's been whispering to you there and giving you clues to the answers to give me. So just pull her into the video. Let me talk to Hope Chahale. Earlier I said she's 13 years old and she's in class 8. Hope, how has this coronavirus pandemic affected you as a child? And especially now that you're in class 8.
Well, this pandemic has really affected me because now I can't go to school because schools are closed, and now I'm a candidate, and preparing for the KCPE, and now we can't go to school. It's very hard because now you're having a lot of pressure, thinking, how am I going to do the KCPE? How am I going to perform? Because a lot of people are expecting so much from you.
Has repeating class 8 crossed your mind now that this thing looks like it's going to be with us for some time?
Yes, it has really crossed my mind. I would say I wouldn't like to repeat class 8 or repeat a class. I think it would really affect me. I wouldn't like to repeat, in my opinion. But I think if this pandemic continues and it gets out of hand, I think we'll just have to repeat. But I am hoping and praying that it won't get out of hand.
Okay, are you doing homework at home? How are you handling your studies?
Yes, we are given work each week. Every day we are given a timetable. We are supposed to do 3 subjects per day. We are given a timetable from 8:30 to 4, and we're supposed to do 3 subjects per day. And we usually have online classes in Zoom once per week or twice per week.
I mean, you're very, very fortunate, Hope Chahale there. Have you talked to other children, your friends? Are they also doing their homework? And what conversations are you having with the other kids?
Yes, they're also doing their homework. Some of them are saying that they're scared, and I'm just encouraging others, and we're just praying that the coronavirus won't get any of us, because we wouldn't like any of our friends to get the coronavirus or to fall sick with the virus.
Are you scared yourself?
Yes, I'll say I'm a bit scared, because if you look at the way the cases are rising each day, it really gets you scared, and you just don't know if someone here has the virus or they don't have the virus, because it's a lot of numbers are increasing every day, so you're not even sure. So it makes me a bit scared.
What are some of the things that you miss doing?
I miss just being with my friends. I'll really say I miss my friends a lot, especially from school, because now you can't see them. You're just doing homework and just staying in the house. I'll say I miss my friends a lot.
Each time you hear the numbers are rising, what's really crossing your mind? And are you having these conversations with your parents?
I get afraid. Sometimes I even wonder if it is true, because when I first heard of this virus, I didn't really think that it will affect us that much. I didn't really concentrate on it that much. But now it is like, the numbers in the country are so huge, so large. I didn't even imagine that it will reach this far. But we're just praying, and I hope that it will end soon.
Well, for some families, now they're getting a chance. And for yourself as a child, you're spending more time with mommy and daddy, I'm assuming. Is this like a relief for you that you're having this moment with them? And what has changed?
Well, having to spend more time with my family members, it's really been good, because before, people are everywhere. People are concentrating on other things. You have school, they have work. It's just, people are really busy. But now you're just at home, you're together. There's not much that you can do. So you're really spending much time together, and you're just talking and, catching up on the things that you weren't able to do before the pandemic began.
So you're privileged to, do your homework online. Do you as a child think about, what about the other children who are not really able to access some of these things?
Yes, I really think about the children who are living, for example, in the rural areas. They don't have much access the way we do, because here we have online classes. We have things like WhatsApp that the teachers can talk with the parents on. They can arrange how we can do some learning. But you see, in the rural areas, they don't have much of that. They can't go online and do online classes, or the parents can't really speak with the teachers that much. So I really worry about them, because now we have the privilege to do online classes and learn online, but them, they can't do that. So I'm sure it really affects them, because there's not much that they can do about it. So yeah, I'm really worried about them.
What are you doing to keep yourself having that positive attitude?
Well, I am following the guidelines that the government has given us, and also what my parents have told me together with my siblings. And I am also praying and trusting God that He will keep us, because it is only Him who can preserve us during this period.
Well, that's very, very good. You're a smart girl. Many thanks, Hope. Let me bring back Mina Anna Chebet with her mother. There they are. Sheila Makoha, looking lovely with your daughter right there. Your daughter said earlier that mommy is stressed about coronavirus. Are you stressed?
Looking at the way the virus spreads, it really sends jitters to me now, especially that I have two young kids. One is 11 and the other one is, I think, 16 months.
Wow.
So I'm kind of stressed. Yeah, I am.
I mean, looking at all that's happening, are you having any discussions with Mina and your other siblings about, coronavirus? Do you discuss this in the house?
Oh yeah, we have discussions. Once in a while after watching news, should ask me, what are we supposed to do? Why are the cases rising? So I try to encourage her, telling her that, mom, we need to stick to the WHO or Ministry of Health guidelines. You need to wash your hands frequently. You need to make sure that when you're coughing, just the guidelines that we've been told. And these other questions that she asks concerning the origin, we leave it to the experts to do it. Yeah, so we have this discussion. She's seen me kind of stressed because she mentioned that I'm a Dettol mom. So I'll keep on reminding her to wash her hands, and I also ensure that the young one's hands are clean. And you see, working with a toddler is kind of tricky, because one time you'll be washing her hands, then after a few minutes she's touching on the surfaces. So this everyday cleaning up the surfaces, the doorknobs and everywhere is kind of taxing.
Sheila, looking at everything that has happened, what has changed for you, your routine?
Oh yes, a lot has changed. Like personally, I think I was a very outgoing person, and I was into quite a number of WhatsApp groups, but I could not take the pressure. I had to leave most of them. I'm only left with a few, maybe for family, because I could not take the pressure of corona this, corona that. So I had to leave this WhatsApp group, and again, once in a while I'll take strolls outside, but now we are limited, we are restricted, we can't go outside unless you have a mask, and the masks are so expensive, so we are left with only one person making the trips outside, going for shopping and coming back, not every day, but maybe once or twice in a week. Yeah.
Are you watching the news?
And when it comes,
do you watch news? Right now you're actually on NTV Weekend Edition, but do you normally watch news?
Yes, I do watch news just once. I don't dwell so much on it. When the pandemic was still in China, I used to follow actually, I would even go to CNN or BBC and just watch. But then when it landed in Africa, I think I was kind of very scared. I was like, oh my goodness, at home. And then I looked at our infrastructure and our capability, and I was like, oh no, we can't make it. So I've limited the things that I watch, the things that I read. I try as much as I can to stay positive, to read something that can build my mental stability. Yeah.
All right. Many thanks, Sheila. Just last one, the last question to Mina. Mina, what advice can you give to the other children who are watching this news broadcast tonight?
I would say stay safe, follow the Ministry of Health guidelines, and make sure you are indoors so this coronavirus cannot come to you, because we are praying for the best, and only God can change this and can remove this pandemic.
Wow, you're a very, very smart girl, Mina. Many thanks, Mina, and your lovely mother there, Sheila. Thank you so much.